Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm NAIRA from Phantom Production. In today's video, I want to show you guys how the placement or the order in which you place the effects on your plugin chain, how it affects your vocal. I'm answering a question here on the comment section. So let me just read out the questions, then I'll explain it to you guys. It said, please do a video tutorial on how the order of placement of plugins on your vocal effect chain affects the quality of the vocals. All right, this is a project I loaded and also just added effects so that the video won't be too long. All right, I'm going to take out some effects, then I'll run you through for us to hear how it affects our vocal. And by the end of this video, you yourself, you'll be able to create your own recording chain. So let's listen to it.
When I tell you say I love you, not a fun for me, yeah. But you dey for me, yeah. When I tell you say I need you, not a shy for me, yeah. But you dey shy, yo. When I tell you say I love you, not a fun for me, yeah. But you dey for me, yeah. When I tell you say I need you, not a shy for me, yeah. But you dey shy, yo.
Notice something. First effect I have on this chain is auto-tune. Second, compressor, then I have a de-esser. Now, the order at which your effects will come on your chain will depend on the problem that you want to solve. In most cases, when I'm mixing or when I'm creating mixing effect chain, I tend to first of all solve issues before enhancing anything. First of all, you have to listen to your vocals carefully.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices and the right things for the right time, you dey make all the boys them dey lose control.
First thing, you have to listen to see if there's too much self noise from the microphone or on the recording, and you try to get rid of that. In this case, I listen to the vocal and the self noise is there, but it's not too excessive. If I want to get rid of the self noise, the first effect on the chain will be a gate. But on this mix, I didn't use the gate because the noise was not that excessive. Let's see.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices.
I don't hear a lot of noise, so I didn't use the gate. With the beat,
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell.
when I'm done solving the issue of noise, I'll look for more issue to solve. All right, I do listen to the vocal and it's on key, right? But it's not really nice listening to it without tuning. I decided that I have to go with tuning. Let's listen to it now with tuning.
When I tell you say I love you, not a fun for me, yeah. But you dey for me, yeah. When I tell you say I need you, not a shy for me, yeah. But you dey shy, yo.
All right, so let's listen close again without the auto tune.
When I tell you say I love you, not a fun for me, yeah. But you dey for me, yeah. When I tell you say I need you, not a shy for me, yeah. But you dey shy, yo.
To me, it feels better with the auto tune. Now we just solved the issue that we wanted to stay on key and for it to sound better. Remember, when you are solving issue, you are also enhancing the quality of the vocals. I go through it again and I discover that in some place the vocal is too dynamic. Some section are way louder and others are still quiet. That's just the difference between the dynamic range. Now, in this case, you can go here and do manual automation. But if you are lazy, you can add compressors in series. But in this case, I'm going to use one compressor. So sometimes you use one or two compressors so you can get it more even without one compressor working too much. We have this compressor. Now let's listen to it with the compressor.
Lay, when I tell you say I love you, not a fun for me, yeah. But you dey for me, yeah. When I tell you say I need you, not a shy for me, yeah. But you dey shy, yo. When I tell you say I love you.
All right, now with that compressor, when you listen to it, it's sounding a little bit consistent, which is great. So we have just solved another issue of the dynamic range. As I do listen to it, I hear another issue which I want to solve, which is the issue of sibilance. Now, in some cases, sibilance can get too loud, which when you listen to a song, it might be so painful that you will not like it. All right, you can go manually and still target those areas where the sibilance are and get rid of them. or you can use a DSR to solve that. And we are using this DSR from Waves.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices and the right things for the right time, you dey make all the boys dem dey lose control. And
we just did that to control the S's. Now, to further enhance the chain or the continuation of the chain is we are going to play the beat and you listen to what you can do. I'm just sending it here because this is a track we're used in this project as a boss track. After that DSR, we added an EQ. Why did we add that EQ? We added that EQ to clean the vocal a bit, clean the muddiness at the low end, and get rid of some boxy frequency that we don't like in the mix. Now let's listen with the EQ.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook.
That's how it sounds with the EQ. The next effect on the chain is still another DSR because we listen to the vocal and the issue of the S's is not completely solved. That's why I added another DSR.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices and the right things for the right time.
The next effect that is on the chain is another compressor. This one now is to even out some section on the whole mix. There are some section that can be loud, so added another compressor to take care of that. And also when we added the compressor, we did a makeup gain of 5 dB here. So you can see that the reason of this compressor is to still take care of the dynamics and also gain up so the vocal can compete with the beat. Now the next effect that is on the chain is this sound godizer. What we wanted with this sound godizer was to add in some harmonics. You can use Fruity Blood Drive or use any other saturation plugin so you can add up harmonics so your vocal will sound fuller. With this, we are enhancing. The next thing you see here is a flanger on the chain. The purpose of this flanger is to get it sound a little bit wider and smoother. Let's listen to it.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices and the right things for the right time, you dey make all.
Alright, so you see that every effect on the chain has a purpose. We didn't just add effects randomly on the chain. So the order at which you add in or place your effect on the chain matters. It matters as you do solve the issue on the mix. If you look at this chain, right, we started with autotune to just 1B, DSR to EQ, EQ to another DSR to compressor, sound godizer to a flanger. We ended it with a flanger, you can see. Let's listen to the vocal before the effect and after the effects.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices and the right things for the right time. Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices and the right things for the right time. You dey make all the boys dem dey lose control. Anytime when I chop, I dey ask for more. You dey make.
So you can hear how it's sounding, right? Alright, so you can see how the placement of the effects came about. From here, we just added delay, reverb, and that's all about the mix and the effect on the chain. I believe this video helps you out. In our next video, we are going to do a tutorial on how to master your beat without you doing too much. We are going to do the one for a beat and we are also going to do the one for full project. If you are new to our channel, please subscribe and also hit the notification bell. So whenever I drop a video, you're not going to be left out. Let's listen to the mix. We are done here.
Early in the morning when I go to work, I dey see you dey fry puff puff, you dey cook chop sell with your mom, you dey put the spices and the right things for the right time. You dey make all the boys dem dey lose control. Anytime when I chop, I dey ask for more. You dey make my whole bean just dey fall for you. I dey craze for you, I dey mad for you. Yeah. When I tell you say I love you, no dey form for me, yeah. But you dey for me, yeah. When I tell you say I need you, no dey shy for me, yeah. But you dey shy, you. When I tell you say I love you, no dey form for me, yeah. But you dey for me. When When I tell you say I need you, no they shy for me, yeah. But you they shy, yo. No they for me, le. I still get things where you know, no. No they for me, le. I still get things where you know, no. You dey form for me, you dey shy for me.